NGC is a company that, of course, started with 75,000 TT dollars in capital. You can see it's now close to $6 billion US. Started off with one pipeline, and here we are much later with 1,000 kilometers of network, and establishing ourselves as an aggregator, transporter, marketer, and merchant in the entire energy chain, both in Trinidad and Tobago, as well as outside of Trinidad and Tobago. Part of the work that was done last year, certainly with the board, was to try to get some direction in terms of what are we going to focus on going forward. And you would see that the four main pillars really is to secure the current business, making sure that we secure gas contracts, we optimize the contracts in a way where risks are spread in a different way across the value chain, and to ensure that we have operational excellence, including asset integrity and all these other issues. The development of the organization, and I'll go into a lot more detail into these areas, but this had to do with our role. And there was a lot of questions when I came in about, are we an aggregator, are we a transporter? And there's, a lot of discussions were around that when I first came in. I think that it has been pronounced quite clearly that NGC certainly is the domestic aggregator in the country. And we are trying to play that role of finding solutions to tough problems at a time when it's quite turbulent. And we know that we're trying to navigate through some tough waters. At the same time, NGC is, while we look for solutions locally, we also try to diversify our income either in marketing and trading, or we're also trying to diversify our business outside of Trinidad and Tobago. You would have seen we also into Venezuela discussions. We would have been in visits with Cuba. We just came back from Africa. And I'll talk a bit about that as we go along. And of course, the sense of where we fit into the country and what's our role that we play in terms of the national development of the country, as well as if we go forward, what it means in terms of our footprint, our energy efficiency, and so on. When it comes to having better governance in the NGC group of companies, greater alignment across all the companies in terms of how we work, in terms of how we think, in terms of getting synergies across each other, sharing resources, so the whole group think in a way has improved quite a lot. And there has been a lot of discussions, tough discussions I understand, with the FOTROC and CGCL, and trying to get all of that more in line. Cost contained, I know there were vendor forums to try to bring everybody in reality in terms of the changing financial circumstances that we find ourselves in. So I would like to certainly thank the board for laying this foundation. You saw all the files in the nice video, but I think that work has been eased quite a lot by this foundation, and so I would certainly like to thank the chairman of the board, Jerry Brooks, and the rest of the team there, the board, for laying this foundation going forward. They continue to support and actively challenge the management team to get the best results.